Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. I found more stuff. I found my Magneto helmet there. We're still unboxing at the moment. Obviously, priority when you move into a house is all the other things like get furniture, assemble furniture, mirrors, bathrooms being sorted out. So a lot of stuff when it comes to like my haircut, this background, are kind of lower down the priority list, so I'm looking forward to returning back to normality. But the main focus for me is, of course, to make videos and content, so that's just a bit of an update on me. Also, the Marvel Rivals channel, you know, we're over 1,000 subscribers on that one. If you do want to come on by a new game that I cover, then so be it. We go into closed beta, I think, in 2 weeks' time, which, of course, I'll be covering a lot on the channel, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Anyway, let's get into Marvel Contest of Champions based coverage because, hey, there's a lot of things that happened over the weekend. One of those in particular was the Sinister Sentinel Sideshow sale extension. This was incredibly important for a lot of players that wanted to spend their units in the sale show thing, whatever it was, and that was trying to get that Weapon X. That Weapon X, for a lot of people, is going to be such an important element to what you pick up, but the spending of it, or trying to spend units in it, is the difficulty. I didn't make it in time to get any stuff. Am I disappointed? Not really. There's other stuff in my life that is more higher priority of stuff, like sorting out our garage. We have a garage, but we can't get into those load of rubbish. But you know, priorities. I'm looking forward to being able to focus a little bit more on the game. But of course, spending a lot of units, you either had a lot of money to spend, or you didn't, and you were spending your units to kind of get to that point. If you had 36,000 units, you would have got yourself Weapon X. If you're free to play, fair play to you. Well done on the grind. And of course, if you were spending that way, then players were really asking Kabam as well. Like, they had money to spend, and I don't know if it's still the case today. They were looking to have those when doing a support ticket, as pointed out in this particular comment here by Shane Green, and obviously, of course, the people that messaged me after to mention this as well, saying that they put a ticket in and they re-triggered the event where I left off. It says it's a week event and no one knew after you start. It's only 48 hours. Bad planning, but they sort it if you put in a ticket. But some people did put in a ticket and didn't get it, and it's always that kind of like, oh yeah, different. It's different in it, like Kabam's consistency with it. As I said in that particular video, that particular coverage was, the disappointment was seeing that the deal wasn't, like, it lasted a week, and it was like, as soon as you purchased, or didn't, if you purchased a tier and were like, okay, I'll chill, I'll just wait a little while, maybe see if I've got the money for it, then it was like gone in an instant. And that was one of many things that were not particularly great about it. And unfortunate, because I don't think Kabam learned their lessons from last year, because I think exactly the same happened. This is why I like Cyber Weekend. I keep vouching for Cyber Weekend deals and pushing Banquet Event as two big things to save your units for, or money to even purchase, because of the way that you're able to choose stuff better, but also, you know what you're getting. You know with the timer, you got 7 days. You know with the Banquet Event, you've got X amount. You got, I think, 2 weeks, isn't it, with that one? I may be wrong. It may be a week. But you know where you stand. And that's something I think is really important when doing anything in a mobile game, gaming in general, or deals in general. And that's, of course, when things, are better for it. I think, fair play, some people did pick up Weapon X right there. But I definitely saw some people getting some issues with us. So congrats to those that have their tickets answered. It's been a day, and this was on July 6th, and a half for me, 3 messages to support. Heck, I've even written to their YouTube channel. Not sure why a company so starving to make money doesn't want me to spend hundreds of dollars. I literally have 1 unit offer to get 8. Time's ticking. You can have my money if you get your together. And the same thing with Obstacle. Obstacle said exactly the same thing, exactly for me. So hopefully Kabam sort it out, because they did re-trigger the event, but I don't know if it was like, it looks like other people are still affected by it, but also I think they may have had their, Sinister Sentinel Sideshow, they're just waiting around to get it. So hopefully they deal with those tickets, because it's lost money for Kabam. So Oh no, not good, eh? Now we move on to good news, and Dorky Diggity Dave is our new community manager. I'm not quite sure on the setup of stuff. Of course, Dave has been doing some stuff with the King Arthur game that Kabam have, and he's listed as a senior community manager. So I don't know if that means that in the future there might be scope to then bring someone in underneath. But with the restructuring, I mean, look at it this way: Kabam have saved 2 wages, because Dave, still a member of Kabam, is probably going to pick up more responsibility. And by picking up more responsibility, it's great obviously for Dave. Dave's got a family, young daughter, wife. So obviously, I'm glad that he's still with Kabam in employment, because there's other people in the games industry that have been laid off. They have families. They've had to relocate, and Dave relocated from, I think it was Florida to Canada, and it's like, man, if there anything happened, like you just got feels. Anybody in any position that's been laid off recently, massive feels, and respect, and hopefully people can anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm happy about this. I think this is a great idea. I hope that a lot of the stuff that's been built in the past with Kabam Mike and Jax are going to be flooded on. But of course, do bear in mind Dave is doing the job of 2 people effectively, and that can come with, and maybe he's doing more, because that's the other thing we need to consider. Like, he's doing community management within the King Arthur game. He may be doing Shop Titans, maybe doing Mirrorverse, maybe doing some other types of coverage of community management. So I hope this is something that isn't going to be too full on for Dave, and he's able to give as much time across the board, especially because he has also started back up his YouTube channel, which I think is great as well, because it gives a face. So if you want to go find him, search Dork Lessons into YouTube. I'll probably put a link in the description. And yeah, this is hopefully is going to be a great, I don't see any issue. I don't see any kind of, I don't think there is going to be any issues at all. I think it's going to be a great appointment. I think that Dave knows the community. He has been away from the game a little while, but I'm sure he'll kind of pick up things very quickly as well, to kind of see what's going on. Especially, he says himself right here, if I can find it. There we go. Because he's under Kabam Dork. Thank you all. I've got a lot to relearn and catch up on, but I'm here to do my best and have a little fun, and of course, stay dorky. Looking forward to hanging out more with you all. So, good news. As I said, positive moving forward. Speaking of more positive news in Marvel Contest of Champions, hey, we like a load of positive stories, and actually the last stories that we're going to be covering today are very positive. The first positive story is that the promo code goes live at 11 AM PT today on Monday. You get a 7-star if you're Paragon or Valiant. You get a 6-star if you're proven to Thronebreaker. So if you're proven, what is it? No, it's not Conqueror. It might be proven Conqueror, Thronebreaker Cavalier, Uncollected. There's so many different types of progressions. And a 3-star if you're lower than that and new to the game. So that's good. Good to see those things being given out for free. Going live at 11 AM PT today. Check socials. I'll do a cheeky retweet. Deadpool new outfit is the thing that we're going to be talking about today. You've probably seen it on screen right now. We're going to zoom in as well, because that's the special thing right here. Can you see that? Yes, that is a new Deadpool outfit. We did talk about this, I think it was like last month. We did an MCN last month on this one, especially if you've noticed. I think it's just the details. Like a lot of the details, there's things on the katana, there's things on the gloves. I think there's updates in the mask as well. Kabam have gone for a little bit of a kind of a rework in the visual sense. I think that's where it stops though. The information on the release notes is as follows. If you go down to bug fixes and improvements, right at the very top, which is there, it says Deadpool Classics model has been updated. So nothing when it comes to animation things. That's, I think we'd take that. The look is improved. I like to see them do a lot of the champ. It's not. I don't think there's a huge amount of champions that need to be updated. Or have like an element of polish to it. But they've very much gone in a kind of like, if you had the champion, now he's like a real kind of cool collector's item because he has been updated to more standard version. I don't know if people, hardcore collectors, will be annoyed about that, because they might be like, well, I'd like this version. It does actually, the one in game before the change, It does bring back to that thing that I said about a little while ago about Kabam making money. Kabam would make more money in this game if the focus was on skins as opposed to anything else. With the launch of Marvel Rivals, I think that's, which is going to be the extra spend, the monetization in Marvel Rivals is going to be about skins, cosmetics. I feel like Kabam have missed the boat here. They've missed the boat with being able to have a skin-based system. I know Kabam will say, no, we can't do that. Or they might say, we have pitched that and it hasn't been approved, or whatever, we'll just do a new champion version. Well, you could do a new skin version, charge a bit of money, and you probably would have made a ton more money in that time. You may have even propped up people that you've laid off. Maybe they go with that down the line. Maybe we'll see a skin-based system. But to be honest, we're 10 years deep in. Well, 20 years time we'll see it? I don't know. Moving on now to Deathless Vision. Today marks the release of some spotlights. I believe there's a spotlight for Deathless Vision. First and foremost, there was a little something that was put out in the release notes, but to be honest, this means nothing. It's kind of like a synopsis. It's a bio, isn't it? This is a bio for the champion. It's nothing kind of like concrete. So you'll be able to see the in-game abilities, from what I gather in the new update, but also there will be spotlights going live later today that we can have a look at. Similar to which, Superior Iron Man, of course, a lot of people were kind of looking for that. That should be in some spotlight information later on today. I'm pretty certain of it, especially from the information I've seen from Kabam on that particular subject. I'm just going to double check whilst I'm recording this MCN. The answer is yes, it will be today. There will be spotlights available, I think, on the forums. I'll be covering it, but I'll be doing comparisons, so I'll be trying to give you some extra info than just a bit of text, and we'll try and kind of do some comparisons and stuff. Let's finish the show on arena results for Sasquatch and Gallon. Let's see if we've got any results to begin with, and also what kind of info we have to do predictions for with round 2. So your arena results look like this. We have got 25.3 mil, got position 139 with Gallon, 295th position was got by 20 mil, 17 mil, 1% to 5%. And then we've got Sasquatch, 28 mil was 1% to 5%. And that was about 850th position, 20 mil for a 6 to 10% position. One getting 5-star, one did not get into 5-star. Thanks to everybody that submitted any kind of results on X or well, the Discord and community tab. And yeah, predictions for round 2. I'll go with 50 mil for Sasquatch, 25 mil for the 5-star one, 20 mil for the 6-star Gallon, that is, 20 mil for 6-star Gallon, and 50 mil for the 5-star Gallon. Good luck in the round 2. Hopefully you get the champions. If you're going for any of them, Gallon in particular, very good in Battlegrounds, winning me a lot of matches at the moment. And there we go. That's been a show for today. There'll be a lot more later on. Have a lovely day, whatever you're doing. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.